Do you want to know the secrets that YouTubers add on their videos to make them stand out from the crowd? Even the smallest channel with no views can use these 6 tips I'm about to tell you and notice results within the coming weeks. All right, I'll tell you. Okay, follow me. Okay, tip 1 is to make sure to serve other people first before expecting them to serve you back. Instead of overstressing your brain with all these new strategies to psychologically manipulate your viewers into subscribing to your channel, you're making videos on YouTube, you want to make sure that you're giving somebody something new that they can actually benefit from. Your viewers must be able to trust you and know that you're making this for them and not for some personal selfish agenda. Even the cheapest film setup can still get you tons of views and tons of subscribers. It doesn't matter if you have all these fancy lights and cameras or any of that stuff. Moving on, the tip number 2 is to be genuine. It's important to be yourself and honest in your videos. Even if you're a little weird, it's okay. But see, when you're real and authentic, people can relate to you better. Don't try to be someone you're not, or try to impersonate a creator you know, even if they're in the same niche as you. Just be yourself, man. If you like to be funny and goofy, then go all out on it. If you're naturally more introverted, then you can make content that's a bit more serious. You see, being yourself will help you enjoy making the content more and keep you motivated to continue doing it. And especially with growing on YouTube, you should enjoy doing it to get past all the highs and lows. And people just appreciate it when you're genuine, and they're more likely to connect with you too. And doing all of that will be a big help for tip number 3, which is inspire people. Create videos that make people feel happy, motivated, or like they learned something new. Let's look at David Goggins, for example. The guy went viral from posting videos of him running while giving people advice. It's as simple as that. No camera tricks or fancy equipment, just a guy running and preaching. But what he's talking about while going on his morning jog is what's truly valuable. He would discuss his incredible story of overcoming adversity and pushing through challenges. He motivates others to push to their limits and strive to be the best versions of themselves. His authenticity and raw honesty resonate with the viewers. So sharing interesting stories or times you've struggled in the past but pushed through can help you stand out from everyone else. When you create content that uplifts others, they'll feel good after watching your videos and want to come back for more. But if you really want to stand out from the crowd, then this next tip will help, since it's something that you see even Hollywood directors use. Now, if you're a big fan of movies like me, then you can immediately spot when certain directors or writers were involved in the film based on their style. Even if you aren't super into movies, it doesn't take too many Tarantino films to be able to immediately spot when you're watching one of his, because his style is so unique and different from other directors, which makes him stand out from everyone else in Hollywood. You see, having reoccurring themes or your own style helps with getting people to like the content you make, since the viewer knows what they're getting into, and it builds a connection between you and the viewer, just like an inside joke you would only get if you watch the person's videos often. Another example is how Christopher Nolan always uses time in his movies. Whether it's going back in time or forward in time, you can involve something special in your content that makes you stand out. And yes, I'm comparing YouTubers to Hollywood directors. And you know what? Why not? You already write and film your own content. You are a director. And the only difference between you and most Hollywood directors is that you get the freedom and choice to film whatever you want, instead of trying to appeal to some producer first before the actual viewers. But anyway, try to think about what makes your videos unique and special. Maybe you have a certain look for all your thumbnails, or you have a unique way of filming your videos. Find something that sets you apart and makes your content recognizable to your viewers. Now, since we were talking about movies and their styles, tip number 5 is something that Hollywood and more content creators are doing as well. I think the main difference between watching a movie in the theater instead of in your own house, well, besides being kicked out if you bring your own snacks to the theater, is gotta be the audio and sound effects. Adding sounds like funny noises, background music, or audio transitions can make your videos more entertaining and keep your viewers watching for longer periods of time. This also includes if your audio sounds crisp and clear rather than sounding like you were talking from a cup with a string attached to it. But keeping your audio in check will make the video more enjoyable to watch for the viewer, and in return make YouTube want to push your video out to more people. Think about it, there's a reason why when you stream something on your phone or TV, and if you have poor reception, the video quality is the first to go rather than the audio. That's because streaming services know people rather stay tuned for content that has good sound and bad quality instead of the other way around. Sound effects can help set the mood or add excitement to your content. And it helps reach engagement if you know the right times to add certain sound effects, like when you're about to say something that's interesting or new. Adding whip sounds when cutting to another scene can work too. You just gotta have fun with it and see what sounds work best for you. Now I get my sound effects and music from Epidemic Sound and Envato Elements. Now I'm not sponsored by either of these services, but Epidemic Sound has really unique, interesting sound effects. And Envato Elements, I usually go for more simple, generic sounds. Just be sure to use them wisely so they don't distract from your message. This means don't let your music or sound effects drown your viewers' ears with a whip pan every 5 seconds. Also, please, don't let the music be louder than what you're trying to say. Turn it off! Turn it off! Now, if you want to be more technical with it, I make sure to keep my audio between -12 and -3 decibels, my sound effects around -9 to -6, and my music from -20 to -12. Now, standing out on YouTube can feel very intimidating, but it is still possible for content creators. You just have to put aside all the pressure and trying to one-up your competitors all the time and do some thinking about what kind of content you want to put out there and how you would help people with your experience or knowledge. But before you even hit that upload button, I have to ask, are you uploading from your phone? Because there are some disadvantages from uploading YouTube Shorts from your phone you may not have been aware of. Check out the video right here to learn more about that. I'm Marco Zavala, and I'll catch you all there. Take care.